No, my software. Ah, all right, so Google Notebook LM, click on it, and you go to try Notebook LM. All right. So when you click on that, you should get to something that looks like this. Okay, this is mine. So I've got loads of different books on here, but you won't see this. You will see this. All right. Now you got choice, and it depends on how much effort you want to put into it. But it's not really effort; it's how much time you want to sit back and um, get resources. So deep research takes a long time. I wouldn't do that for a simple topic. I'd do fast research. So if we're looking at GCSE, AQA, biology, and I want to have a look at the carbon cycle, all right? So that's one topic we've done. We're going to have a look at carbon cycle, and I'm just going to go. Now, Notebook LM comes from Google, so it contains Google search. So it's literally doing a Google search on the left-hand side, right? As it does that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm just going to find a video. I'm just going to put in GCSE, AQA, biology, carbon cycle. Now, I hate watching videos because I fall asleep. It's really bad. So I'm just gonna, I don't know what's an actually. I couldn't do it. I couldn't revise by watching YouTube. But look at there's a here you go, a GCSE biology YouTube video. There's lots of that's the specification, carbon cycle. I'm just going to click on the 7 more sources. You can have a look at them all. I'm not going to do the spec because well, that's just too much. It's too boring. I got decomposition there, specimen. MA, what's that? I think 6 mark questions. How materials are cycled? That's from. It looks like the Save My Exams icon. Deforestation. I like that. Ecology. I might remove that. It's a bit much. Get rid of that, and I'm going to put all those in. So I can just click on import. Now it's adding them in, but I'm also going to add that YouTube video. So what I did is I'm going to add sources. This pops up, and you've got websites. And if you look at the websites, let me just go back to add sources. You look at the website, and there's a little icon for YouTube videos. And if there's a YouTube video like you like, just paste the link in for it. And I'm just going to insert that. And it's giving me a lovely title. Now, if you notice, I didn't really have to do much. Now, I absolutely detest having students waste time making flashcards. So watch me make flashcards. I'm clicking flashcards if you like flashcards. Personally, I used to love mind maps. There's a really cool infographic on here. We could even do an overview. So if I click on this, we can do an audio overview. So you're going to pick, do you want a video overview or an audio overview? It's your choice. All right. So this is like a podcast and it comes out really cool. But I don't want a long one. I can do a deep dive, but I want a brief one. Right. Down here, I'm going to say, right, act, I like that one. Act like a biology tutor, a movement of countdown through living things in the environment. Uh, Uh, and I'm going to change that as a movement of carbon. Well, explain the carbon cycle. So I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to say explain the carbon cycle for me. Right? You don't have to do this. You could just leave it, but I'm just kind of making it personal. Use a step by narrative arc starting from atmospheric carbon. Why not? That sounds kind of cool. We could add on to it carbon stores if we wanted to, human impact, and exam prep. All right. Let's do some exam prep. You can add all the others. And I'm just going to go click on generate. So the thing is, I used to love running. I still like trying to run. I've got a gammy knee and I'm supposed to have a gammy knee. But I want to be out about and I would rather learn something, especially when I'm coming close to an exam. So these are my flashcards, all right? And we've got quite a lot of them. There's usually about 65, 70. How many? Uh, 60, all right? So we start off with a really nice one. What is the biological definition of decomposition? Breaking down digestion waste products and dead organisms by decomposers. All right. And you click it. I'm going to assume you knew that because we've just done it. This is really interesting. Which three abiotic factors primarily affect the rate of decay of biological material? That's really interesting. All right. And again, you go for it. I think temperature, oxygen supply, and I'm going to go for concentration of bananas. All right. I'm going to give myself one wrong answer, look at it and go, right, temperature, water, and the availability of oxygen. All right. But I said bananas, so I got it wrong. So I'll click on that. Okay. So what you can do is you can go through it all and just learn content. All right. If you don't, I'm just gonna go through it really fast. Uh, recycle magnesium ions, that's really good. But I'm trying to find one that I don't like. Uh, uh, so let's say I don't like this. I can click on that and actually say, right, I don't like this. I want to delete it. Okay. Now, the other thing is, if I go back to the very first one where I said bananas, I'm like, no. Oh yeah, that was it. Which three abiotic factors? Now I can click on it. If I don't know it, and I'm like, oh my god, I said bananas and it shouldn't have been bananas, I can go for explain. And what it does, it pulls it out. Now, what's really, really cool about this is, and I'm really honest with students. I hate watching stuff like YouTube videos if I want to learn something. You know, if I was revising, I'd just probably drift off and think about pizza. You know, it's just, and if I'm going to read, I'm going to, oh my gosh, I'm not reading that. I'll go grayer. All right, now, can you simplify this down to maybe 3 sentences, but keep the key words? Well, no, I might not do it in 3 sentences. Can you simplify it down to um, the least amount of words, but keep the keywords? All right, let's see what it does, because it's a simple, it was a simple question and it's given me a whole paragraph which I really like. So now it gets working. I go, right, look, temperature, warm, speed, and look how much. It's really reduced it. All right, fine. But now I really want to learn. So what I do is I go, do you know, I can now change. So if you look at where I went here, I went to this here, right? Configure notebook. I go, do you know what? I want to do it as a learning guide. I don't want choose my length response. I want to go shorter, which is really cool. A custom, right? So I'm a custom style. All right, fine. Talk to me as a teacher. Do not tell me the answer, but guide me through it. Does that make sense? So now, if I press save, I don't want to do that because I'll forget the setting. And I'll be, why isn't it not telling me? But you can do that. So you've got these resources. You've got instantaneous flashcards. And you can say it to teach you. But now there's something else that's really cool. And hopefully will have been done by now. Hey, don't do the overview. All right, so this is an infographic. And the other thing I found that really helped me, I don't remember my GCSEs, they were too long ago. I remember my A levels. And one thing I used to do closer to my exams was put things on my walls that I had to memorize. And this is an absolutely gorgeous infographic. Well, it's going to turn out to be horrible. And here you have your very own infographic on carbon. So we don't need to, we already had one, we already put one on there. But look at that. And it's detailed. And here you've got this lovely section on decomposers where, we were talking about decomposers, and you can see them all. We've got fungi, we've got a bacteria, we've got, yeah, beetles, worms. Worms are really cool, how it's, soil's healthy, you've got worms. And here you've got conditions for rapid decay, aerobic versus anaerobic decay. And that's the combustion. And this will work for anything, for kidneys if you want, you know. And then you get this really nice overview. And I like it because of the tone. What do you think of that? Yeah. And it's literally so you've got the flashcards to go over the content. You've got the audio overview, just to listen over. You've got this. You can even add a quiz here, right? We can add a quiz if we wanted to, but here you can have a discussion saying, "Oh my god, I didn't get that. Explain it to me." Yeah, and I think the really nice thing about it, this is absolutely free to access. You know, yeah, Google's really good with that. And as much as I've got a pro version there, that's very different because I've got the whole Google Workspace and things like that. But that's a different story. But because this is free, I think Google have made an amazing tool that you guys can access. You know, so I will send you the link for Notebook LM. Uh, yeah.